Hello and welcome to my channel. I'm Raven Rect, and I am starting a whole YouTube content creation series, and couldn't really decide what I wanted to do on the first video. So I figured the first thing I can do is show you my settings and programs that I use to have a positive experience at 4K at 60 Hz with a controller on PC. I know, don't say a word, but this software that I show you in these settings really help, and I hope they will help you too. For people on all monitors and all controllers and settings. If you have G-Sync, this doesn't apply to you as much, but for users stuck at 60 Hz with that are using V-Sync, this will help you a lot. And these settings are also going to help combat mouse and keyboard, and more specifically the mouse flick. But let's get started. The very first thing you want to do, excuse me, I'm sipping my coffee. Very first thing you want to do is download RTSS, Rivatuner Statistics Server. This is an alternate to a V-Sync. If you don't have a G-Sync monitor. If you have a G-Sync monitor, this doesn't apply to you. If you don't have a G-Sync monitor, then this will help you out a lot. But if you do, just disregard this section of the video. Now, for those without G-Sync monitors, this is going to give you the best latency at your monitor's refresh rate. Much better than V-Sync. Much better. You download and install this. Click add Apex, and copy these settings. See, it's going to be either anywhere between -200 and -180 depending on your monitor, but this is the sweet spot for my monitor. Most people are at -180, and what it is scanline sync, and what it does is move the screen tears to the top and the bottom of the screen so you can't see it. They're still there, but you can't see it. It's not in the center where all the action's happening. So that's a really cool program to have. To get that, the next thing you're gonna do is go to NVIDIA Control Panel. Come on. Go to Settings, Manage 3D Settings. These are my global settings for max performance. Go to Program Settings. Make sure you're on Apex. If it's Apex not there, just click Add and add Apex. Go down to Low Latency Mode, put it to Ultra. Max frame rate 60. Or whatever your monitor's refresh rate is. I'm assuming it's 60 if you don't have G-Sync. Scroll down. V-Sync off. Make sure that's off. Apply and close. And that's for the best low latency 60 Hz that I've come across, that I've tested with. I've done a lot of testing with other programs like NVIDIA Inspector, and this is the best out of the ones that I've used. If you have any other better programs that you know about, do comment down below of what they are so I can check them out. Try this out. Try those settings out. Try this program out. Let me know what you think of it in the comment section. Next thing we're going to do is controller settings and software that I use and response curves for really high sensitivity. First thing you want to do is get WASD, and this is a program you do have to buy, but you can just select which options you want, just the advanced mapping and stuff like that. I don't do the rapid fire or anything like that. There's other stuff you can do. It's dumb. I don't do that. It's kind of cheating. All this does is load custom curve responses similar to the Microsoft app for the Elite controller, but it does it for all controllers, PlayStation, Nintendo, Xbox. So you get that loaded up. Make sure you switch to Xbox 360 so it loads a virtual controller. Click on your controller and it should pop up right here. Obviously you have your controller plugged in. And what we're doing is putting curve responses for the joysticks only. That's all we're doing right here. Left one, click on it, click advanced, set that to delay, apply, and go back. Right one, click on it, advanced, smooth, apply, and go back. Now those are the best curve responses that I've used, that I like. And you can just stick with that. That's fine for your lower sensitivities and stuff. But if you want max sensitivity to combat mouse flick, so you can spin around really quickly, here's what you do with that. This right here helps you have a high sensitivity without compromising fine aim and hip fire. So you go to, this is going to load a shift modifier. You click on 2 right there. Press, where's my controller? Press the right trigger and select use as shift modifier. So what this does is while the right trigger is held down, it switches to this second shift modifier to load up a secondary set of curve responses. All right, to get back to the front of the controller, I just press right on the pad. So now it's going to load up this secondary profile for 2 more curve responses. For the left joystick, don't touch it. Keep it at delay. But the right joystick, click on it, advanced, custom, and copy this. It's a much slower curve response that only activates when you press down the right trigger when you're firing. And I'll show you what that does in game, and it really helps. And apply. Let's get in the game and I'll show you. All right. Now we're, oh, I'm gonna get on there. Let me show you my controller settings first before we do anything. Trigger dead zones at max for, and I'll show you why when we get into the firing range. You want that at max. I know it's not common, but for this situation you do. I have my ALCs on. These are the settings I use. I have that up just a little bit so it activates quicker. Maxed out right here. Slower because you don't have to aim up and down as much as you do left and right. Like that. And because when you press down on the right stick, it loads a slower curve response, your ADS is going to be much slower. So to combat that, put it up higher like that. These are the settings that I have. Copy and mimic it and then just adjust from there. That's what I recommend. All right, let's get in the game and I'll show you. Get in the firing range and I'll show you what exactly it does. All right, let's get down there. See how fast I can spin? It's not exactly like mouse, but it's much closer. You're just more responsive. You're gonna find your enemies quicker. You're gonna spin and react quicker. But Raven, what about hip fire? Wait. It's really sensitive, so you're going to be shooting all over the place. Well, we have that custom program loaded, so check this out. When I press down on the right trigger, it slows down. And note that for single fire weapons, it's more difficult, or burst weapons like the Hemlock or the G7 pistol. Because you have to release the controller, so it is. So you have to release the button, the right trigger, so it's going to be all over the place. But that's why I turn the trigger dead zones up, so you can just keep it, see, slightly on, but it's not firing. So your single fire hip fire is still good too. Don't judge me right now. I'm ass, and it's hard to make a video and actually be good right now. When I'm on stream, I'm kind of just more attuned in the game, but I'm more focused on explaining everything and help you guys out. But I'm really glad I found this program because it has helped me out a lot, especially on a 60 hertz monitor too. It's not just for the fact of precise aim and stuff, but because of my slower latency. I do have lower latency and my lower frames. It definitely helps. Come on. One clip in the air. There you go. All headshots. Did that in game, I'd be called a hacker. See what it does? And also, when you aim ADS too, it works in ADS. And this works on all first-person shooter games. I do it in Call of Duty too, and it helps out. I do it in Cold War, and it helps out a lot. So I can still aim really quick like this, but when I start firing, it slows right down. I still have dog shit aim. But anyways, yeah, those are my settings. That's the software that I use. Give it a try, see if it helps you guys out. I just wanted to pass it on of the knowledge that I learned over it and how I found it, and wanted to help out anybody that was interested. So like, comment, and subscribe to my channel. Appreciate it. Go and follow me on twitch.tv/ravenwrecked and catch my streams. I stream quite frequently, and follow me on there. Stop by, say hello. If you guys have any other programs or any settings that I missed or that you have I don't have a knowledge of, go ahead and comment down below and let me know how it works out for you. Anyways, yeah, I think that's it. Not bad for my first video, I think. I'll see you guys out there. See you in the next one.